it loaded, keep it loaded, keep it loaded. Very nice, I'm looking at the camera. Heading on, good, good, good.
All right, back inside, guys. This is part 3 of this video. What are we going to be talking about today?
All right, so now we got you all the way built, whether we're a muffler, a handlebar, or whatever, and now we've shipped you out of the building to go get either nickel chrome plating, powder coating, whatever it needs to be finished where we can actually assemble and package it and get it ready for you, the end user. So at this point, we've already come in, we've got boxes of different products. Again, just like everything, there's certain quantities specifically, and when those boxes are empty, that triggers over there to build more shells. We're gonna take you over now to where we assemble. So we've already, at this point, come back from the plater or the powder coater, and now we're coming into where we assemble. So this area here, you're not gonna see as much action because there's nothing happening right now. This is where we do all of our one-offs, all of our, so obviously, nothing wrong with a guy that wants to do a black muffler with a chrome slash cut tip, but it's just not as common as a black with a black slash, or a black with a chrome straight is a little more common, but that black slash is just a little different, and so a lot of guys, don't really go that way. But if somebody wants it, we'll build it that way, and that would get done over here. So we do have assembly cells set up for our higher running items, our standard, just everyday customers order this, that, or the other. So this would be anything like our off-road that's larger, that doesn't go through naturally what you'll see on our assembly cell. Handlebars get done here because you need a little bit more room, and we have to utilize the foam machine. So it's I can kind of actually show you that here. This has been a big win for us. You'll see a lot of companies ship handlebars. That gloss black powder is extremely sensitive, so they'll try to shrink wrap them, and we've tried that too, and then or wrap them with a cellophane, or they'll put a foam pool noodle on them, I've seen even, and all that stuff can slide and scratch, and it can cause damage to that product. And there's really no better way, and when we used to cellophane wrap them, we'd have customers who would, they're doing their best, but they'd use a box knife, and then they'd actually cut the coating, incidentally, and so you don't want that, right? Like, is it really our fault? Is it really your fault? It's, so we would take care of that for customers. But like the bigger issue is, why are they having to do that? Why are they having to take 30 minutes to undo the packaging?
Look at that,
they got an hour to assemble. So we were able to go to this where we can cut anything at this width in any length, and then you select how full you want the 2-part foam to be. It will cut you off that bag, sealed and ready to go. So we would have our muffler box sitting here. You drop the first bag in, set the part on, you'd print your next 2 smaller bags that go where the grips go, and then as that foam expands and envelopes the part, it basically builds a foam cage around the handlebar. So now it can't move. When you get it, you kind of have to break apart the foam to get it open, but it's pretty easy to do. But that's going to keep that bar much, much safer. It's much faster to package, which makes it less expensive, which can keep price increases away and things of that nature too. And for you, the end user, you've got much less chances of causing scratching as you're just trying to get the part out of the packaging. So this has been a big win for us. But this is where any of the larger or smaller volume pieces get packaged, is at individual tables.
All right, so guys, a couple of things he said that really jumped, I can't say off the page, but made my eyes go, made my eyebrows raise up. One of them, someone was opening their handlebars and they used a box cutter and cut the finishing, the coating of the handlebar. If that tab performance's fault, well, what did Casey say? Is it their fault? Is it our fault? But what he said is, we took care of it. So we're gonna talk about customer service, guys. Trust me when I tell you, yeah, I like the way the handlebars look. Yeah, I like the way the exhaust look and sound. But if it's not for good customer service, I'm not a part of. I'm not affiliated with this company at all, because this it's just huge. Listen to the examples that he's talking about. All of the attention to details. All of that stuff's important. At least it is to me.
All right, now we're heading on over to where we do more of our higher running stuff, the 50 cals, the 4.5-inch BAM sticks, all the things that you guys are probably a little more used to.
Yeah.
All right, so we used to, back in the day, man, assemble those all piece by piece, one guy at a table, grab a baffle, grab a tip, grab a right, grab a left, box it all together, and now we've moved it into this cell. So on the right side is where we store all the right-hand mufflers, the left side is the left-hand mufflers. In the case of a Softail with the top and the bottom, the right is the top and the left is the bottom. And so anyway, long story short, each one of these columns is a part number. And so that way, if our system gets off, just like all the other things you've seen here, our operators can let materials team know, you may show these on the system, we don't have them, because the systems are only as good as what the information that's put in them. And so if there's an error, our people will actually catch that because they know how product is supposed to flow through the system. So they're able to grab these without a forklift. Everyone's on a dolly. They wheel it up to the side, grab the baffles they need. So you'll see Miles in the banana shirt over there. He's packaging a right hand, building the right hand. Ryan's on the left, building a left hand muffler. Now
I was just going to ask you, how do you know what he's doing? Because of what side he's on.
Yep.
Look at that.
And so they're building, and they build at the same rate. And so when a right is done and a left is done, they feed it through that gray tunnel on the other side of Tenea there. And on the black, we use the shrink film, and that's what shrink wraps, because it's a heat tunnel. So then it comes out fully shrink wrapped, where whoever's on the boxing side can grab a right and a left at the same time, pop them in there, and we get a lot fewer incidences where we package 2 right-hand mufflers in a box. Or, people aren't perfect, because, even from the builders not being perfect to the plating company, maybe we sent them all rights, but then they gave us back, 71 right hand and 1 left hand in the box. Well, if you're just building and you don't notice that dent's on the other side, you could accidentally, even though you got it out of the right box, it might not have been the right part. And so now if you're doing rights and lefts, it's harder because you see both. Whereas if you're building rights and you're only building rights, then when something's off, you should notice much more easily.
Yeah.
Is it perfect? No. If we do have something, we'll take care of it. But it makes it easier, makes it better for the end user and for our people. So this is the assembly cell. This is where most of the product is. And like I was telling Robert, when they run out of a part, that triggers them to send that box back to have more built. When we ship a part, which we're about to show you here, we use a pallet system, a tube-in system again. So that way, that tells these guys what to build. There's no production manager saying, I need you to build 20 of these today, 50 of these today. They know based off of what you, the customer, has ordered, what they need to backfill to maintain and keep up with production to make sure that our customers can get product in a timely fashion. And so everybody has a trigger, and it all starts with the customer. All right, so over here, Miles is taking a part that has shrink film put on it. He's gonna set it on here, send it through our shrink tunnel, and it's gonna go from this loose poly film
Look at that. I have seen quite a few of these things in my garage. And then this young lady grabs them, throws them in a box. No, she puts them in another piece of plastic too. Oh my God.
Yep.
It's Cujo.
This here's Ginny. She's our shop dog. When she's out here, that usually means she's looking for trouble.
Ginny looks like she got some time on the job.
Yes. She might be the oldest gal here. Yeah, but no, you were talking, and yeah, Tenea, she'll grab the right and the left here. You can see the left coming through.
Ah, yes, yes, yes.
And then she'll grab one of each, and I can kind of show you here. Well, most of you have seen this, but we've got foam, right hand, left hand. Mm-hmm. Then once that gets done,
top and bottom.
Yep, or top and bottom. Put them in the poly bag, drop a right and a left, And as you can see here, we printed on the box as well to try to make sure that our customers also, as they're opening, know, and we know. Then we'll staple the box shut and then get it ready to send over to be waiting for an order.
Now it's already wrapped in that, and that's pretty tough.
Yep.
Why use that as well?
So as a product ships, UPS, they are oh so careful with everything all the time, as we all know. No, I know that as it's, you know, a lot of times it's not the drivers, but as it's shimmying and shaking around.
Yeah.
The nice part about the polyethylene film is it doesn't move. It's pretty brittle.
Yeah.
And so what you want is this, because the cardboard is going to rub, and it could rub a hole through this. And once the poly bag is on, now you're rubbing poly against the poly. And so these two will get scratched, and the cardboard, theoretically, if it shimmy shaked long enough, could get through this 3 mil poly bag.
Yeah.
But it's not going to get into your powder coating.
Yeah.
And so unless there's something where the shrink wrap didn't, you know, get heat sealed far enough or whatever, you really should never have any chatter damage. Yeah. Not that you'll never have shipping damage. That'd be a bold claim. If I could fix that, I'd be a rich man. But this here is, it's just going to reduce getting any of those light surface scratches on the muffler.
Listen, I appreciate the no half-stepping approach. You literally have 3 layers of protection. The box, this foam, that, and then that. That's awesome.
Let's roll.
No half-stepping. Thank you, dear.
Yep, absolutely.
All right, now we're gonna walk over to where we actually, when an order comes through, and show you guys how that system works.
Okay.
All right, guys, so now we've got it built, boxed, ready to roll. Just waiting on a customer to click proceed with the shipment here. Once that happens, I'll take you through here. This is our picking aisle. So we've got all the different finished products on our right and our left, and everything's gonna come into one system. All right, so here's the shipping station. Obviously for customers' privacy, we put all the windows down, but all of the orders, whether it's a dealer or if a website, will come in through here. We'll pull that order up. It'll tell us to pick whatever part number. So we've got this box here now. And as you can see, we've got a scale over here, rollers on it. It's nice for our people where you're not, you know, banging the box around trying to get the weight. So you get your dimensions and your weight added. And then we'll use this scanner to scan barcode, quantities, part numbers to make sure, again, we're not perfect. We can make mistakes. If the right part's not in the box, well, that's how that happens. But at least this person in their job has a fail-safe to make sure, yes, that was the right part for that order, and that's the only way they can print that label. So without verifying that, it won't spit them out the UPS label to get it out the door to you. So from there, all of the parts get stacked on a pallet, similar to this. We move them over to the dock doors, cellophane wrap them. UPS comes once a day with a box truck. We load the pallets of product on the truck. They'll come back around 4 or 5 o'clock to pick up any next day air or international items. And then that's the end of the cycle.
So this is clearly this is the end of the cycle. So after everything is said and done, where we just left, where they shrink wrap it, put it in the box, then it comes over here and it gets, like, this is the storage, right?
Yep.
And then when somebody orders something, it gets pulled from here.
Yep.
Shipped from here, weighed, whatever. Now how does that happen? Like if I hit, what happens over here? You hear like a ding, you get an email?
Honestly, luckily, fortunately, our customers are continuing to promote our product and allow us to grow to where orders just come through. So
No.
Stands here and they order, the shipper stands here and ships 8 hours a day. And so that website, when any order that comes through, it just loads to their screen. So they're working off the oldest order first.
Gotcha.
And you know, and if they have, I mean, it's not that it's perfect every time. So there are times where whoever's shipping might get the point where we're fully caught up, and it might be, you know, noon. Well, then they're going to go lunch, or if they've already had lunch, they're going to go help assembly or do something else for an hour and then come back.
Okay.
And then, oh, now I've got another 10 or 20 to do, and then they start working that list.
Okay.
So there's no ding or no notification. It's just, you know, those orders come through, they come through in order, and we work them oldest to newest.
Okay, okay. All right, Casey, listen. Now, yes, this was a 3-part video, but clearly I did all of this in one day. So I want to thank you for bringing me here, letting me see everything that goes on here, bringing all of us with you, opening up your doors to us, giving us the behind-the-scenes tour. And I got to say, it's impressive.
Well, thank you.
It is impressive, man. I want to thank you for everything, man. I want to thank you for sponsoring me. This guy's been, Tab Performance has been sponsoring me since 2021. And I'm just meeting this guy and his brother. So, and everybody here. So I'm happy to be here. I appreciate you, man.
Absolutely.
Right? Anyway, that's going to do it, guys. I'm out here in Lincoln, Nebraska. If you don't know what Tab Performance is and you own a Harley Davidson or an Indian, is there any other type of motorcycles?
Just Indian Harley mainly. We do have one style for the Yamaha Eluder platform, but that they kind of stopped making that, and so it's just some legacy parts. But yeah, mainly Harley and Indian. Yeah,
man. If you have a Harley Davidson or Indian motorcycle, and I'm talking about any. Listen, there's certain motorcycles that sound ridiculously good. And off the top of my head, I can tell you, a Harley Davidson Breakout. Really, any of the motorcycles, Softails with the shorter exhaust, sound amazing. But if I'm going to talk about a motorcycle with a regular size exhaust, the Roadmaster, the Indian Roadmaster. I don't know what it is about that bike and that 116 or whatever. Oh my God. Again, we're just talking about a slip-on. So guys, don't forget, Tab Performance doesn't just offer slip-ons, even though that's what you hear about. They offer full exhaust, headers. I have it on my 2021 CVO Limited, that's Violet, and I have it on Valiant, my 2019 CVO Street Glide. So, and both of those bikes sound amazing. Difference is Violet has louvered baffles and Valiant has zombie baffles. And it is a huge difference, but sounds good either way. Anyway, guys, tabperformance.com. Definitely get on there, check it out. And if you need more information about anything with Tab Performance, I'm going to put a playlist right up here. Just check out the videos I've done on this wonderful product and being able to put it together, meeting these wonderful people. Full circle, guys, full circle. Spend more time being thankful for the things that you have, guys, and less time complaining about the things that you don't. I say that all the time, and I mean it. Seat time doesn't equal practice time, guys, and if you have time to ride your motorcycles, you have time to practice on them. Until next time. All right, guys, bonus time. Because I wanted to see this too, and I'm sure you guys would like to see what one of these things look like. Because these guys that travel from location to location doing these shows, they're living in here. And Sean's going to be the one that gives us the tour. Sean has been on a couple of my videos in Daytona doing installs and also out in Milwaukee. All right, traveling the country, doing tours, installing Tab Performance, pipes, headers, all that kind of stuff. All right. Let's do it. What's your name, brother?
My name's Sean. I've been working at Tab for 6 years. I'm the Director of Sales and Marketing. I do a little bit of everything, but right now we're going to do a tour of our trailer here.
Okay, so you're the veteran here.
Yeah,
You're the most tenured person here.
Yep.
Employee.
6 years, yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. Pleasure to meet you.
Yeah, likewise.
All right, show us this wonderful trailer.
All right, well, here it is right here. We were coming off a 30-foot trailer that was just a bumper pull trailer. Now we have a 75-footer. It's a stacker trailer, so that basically just means we've got 2 levels to work with here. So we keep all of our inventory and tools in the bottom, and then we have all of our bikes and fun stuff up on the top.
Oh, really? And then there's a living quarter as well, correct?
Yep, and then we have a racer's lounge right at the front, which I'll show you here in a second.
Okay, with a bump out.
Yes.
Okay, beautiful. Let's do it. All right, this is the main entrance?
This is the main entrance. So typically we work out of this side, but we can work out of both sides, which is really nice because if we're having a hard time getting spotted somewhere, we don't need to do anything crazy with the trailer. We can just work out of the opposite side. So that's super nice. But
and here's these stands I'm always seeing at every show, showing the different pipes, 50 caliber, 4.5s, and the 4s for the Indian riders.
Yep, and they've seen better days. They've been traveling quite a bit, so we've had to kind of have to take them apart. So this would be our bar stand.
Okay, okay.
So that's why there's nothing on it. It takes up a lot of
Yeah,
space.
yeah.
But back here, that's where we keep all of our inventory.
Wow.
We do have a little bit up top, which was one huge benefit of having this trailer was just the added inventory that we could bring. Because it seems like we've been adding a bunch of different part numbers, so knowing exactly what part numbers to bring and what's going to be best for the show, it's been quite a challenge, especially within that 30-foot trailer. So
Yeah.
this really opened up things to where we didn't have to, make any sacrifices. We
Yeah.
could just bring what we needed to bring, and then,
Absolutely.
so
That AC feels good, man. That thing is strong.
yeah. I meant to shut it off because I'm a little chilly right now.
Oh, no, that feels good. Okay.
Yeah, and then we've got our tools here, and it's actually kind of empty right now because we'll have lifts and our toolboxes down here as well.
Yeah.
So right down here we have got our just our accessories, a lot of our tuners, air filters, tip extensions, all the accessories for bars and
it's all labeled. Grips.
Yep.
Very nice.
And then this way, right up here, this is the Racer's Lounge.
The Racer's Lounge.
And it is pretty nice.
Okay.
I don't think it gets a whole lot of use while we're at the show, just because we're usually going, and then if someone wants to take a break, they'll come in here. But usually the least amount of time is spent in this room right here.
Gotcha. These pull out the beds?
They do not, but this is what pops out. So this will open up, and then we'll get more room in here. But
Gotcha.
you could sleep on the couch if you wanted to. But
Yeah.
There's no beds in here.
Okay, we got a TV. We got a radio.
Yeah.
What's in this door? The
That's
latrine?
the bathroom. Yeah.
Ah, very nice. Nice.
And then we can lower that down.
Okay.
Be careful. It's kind of heavy.
Oh, I was just about to say, how the hell do you
Yeah.
get upstairs?
So yeah, that ladder just drops down, and then you can get a good view of what kind of space we're working with up there. So that's
You
where
said
all
this where the bikes go?
that's where all the bikes would go.
How the hell you get a bike up here?
So the other cool thing about this trailer is we have got that big lift gate in the back, so that whole back door will go down. That turns into a lift.
Wow, look at this. Tons of room. Okay, are these wheel chocks I'm looking at?
Those are the biker bars.
Yeah,
That's
biker
a
bars,
BMW
okay.
product. Yep.
Yes. Very impressive. Very nice. Yeah, you guys stepped up in a big way. Okay, that's it.
But yeah, that's about it for the trailer.
All right, listen, Sean, thank you for your time.
Yeah, likewise. Nice to meet you. Thanks
You
for
too,
coming
brother.
out.